What if we could cure diseases before they even start? What if we discovered a new force of nature that completely rewrites physics? This isn't some crazy sci-fi movie. These are the breakthroughs scientists are predicting for 2025. The world is about to change. And it's starting right now. It's here. You've seen stories about medical miracles and super smart machines your whole life, always thinking it was some far-off dream. Well, it's not a dream anymore. We're seeing insane progress in AI, biotech, and space exploration all at the same time. These aren't just small improvements. These are discoveries so big they will completely change our reality and what it means to be human. We are on the verge of breakthroughs that will redefine life itself. So, get ready. Because we're recounting down the most shocking science predictions for 2025 that are about to become real. 2025 is the year it all happens. Number 1. AI is inventing our medicine. For literally centuries, discovering new medicine has been a super slow and expensive guessing game. Scientists spend billions of dollars and decades just to find one thing that might work. And even then, over 90% of drugs fail in clinical trials. Imagine a super intelligent digital biologist. These AI systems analyze more data than any human team could in 1,000 live proteins, chemical reactions, and sea patterns. We can't. They aren't just finding existing stuff. They are using generative AI to dream up completely new molecules to fight diseases with insane accuracy. But in 2025, AI is here to fix it. Development timelines that used to take 10 years could be crushed down to just 3. This means horrible diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and cancer could soon be treated with medicine designed by a machine. This is so effective that the FDA is even starting to allow these advanced computer models as an alternative to some types of animal testing. This isn't just about making medicine faster. It's about creating cures for things we thought were incurable, and it's happening now. We are now in the era of AI-driven drug discovery, where computers are doing what no human ever could, designing life-saving drugs from scratch. The impact of this is huge. We're already seeing it happen. Some of these AI-designed drugs are showing incredible promise in early trials. Number 2, we're 3D printing human organs. This is crazy. Every 10 minutes, someone is added to the organ transplant waiting list. People are literally dying waiting for a kidney, liver, or heart that never arrives. It's a massive crisis. But in 2025, we are taking the first real steps toward a future where waiting lists don't exist. The solution is 3D but for years. This technology was all hype. No, not yet. But this is the year that tech moves from theory to reality. Researchers have already printed smaller things like skin, cartilage, and even patches of heart tissue that can beat on their own. A huge problem was always creating the tiny blood vessels needed to keep the organ alive. But labs are now making huge progress in printing these networks. But now, which means the risk of the body rejecting it is practically zero. No more lifetime of drugs. It would be a perfect match. 2025 is the year we are laying the groundwork, with scientists predicting that smaller prints, like pancreatic cells to treat diabetes, are now within reach. We're at the dawn of an age where we don't just treat diseases, we rebuild the body. It's actually working. Instead of plastic, a bioprinter uses a special bioink made of living cells, layer by layer. The printer builds living tissue into a complex 3D structure. The final goal, to print fully functional, transplantable human organs on demand. Are we printing a full heart for routine transplants in 2025? The most revolutionary part is that the organs would be printed using a patient's own cells. Number 3. We can now rewrite your DNA. What if instead of just treating a disease, you could literally delete it from your DNA forever? That's the promise of CRISPR gene editing. And in 2025, that promise is becoming a reality on a scale we've never seen before. The first ever CRISPR-based therapy was recently approved, and now the floodgates are wide open. The original CRISPR was like scissors, it just cut your DNA. Other trials are targeting muscular dystrophy and even inherited diseases that cause blindness. The new stuff, like base and prime editing, is like a pencil and eraser. It lets scientists make super precise, single-letter changes to your genetic code without making a big, disruptive cut. This lets us fix way more problems. In fact, a therapy using this new prime editing technique is entering its first clinical trials in 2025. Gene editing is no longer a futuristic idea. It's a real treatment, and the list of what it can fix is exploding. As of early 2025, a massive number of clinical trials are underway for gene editing, Therapies targeting an incredible range of diseases from blood cancers and tumors to HIV, lupus, and rare genetic conditions that used to be a life sentence. But the craziest part is, the technology is already getting a massive upgrade. The possibilities are mind-blowing. One company is reporting amazing data from a trial that reduced bad cholesterol by over 80% with a single treatment. We are watching medicine completely transform. Instead of just managing symptoms, we're about to start delivering one-time cures by fixing the errors in our own DNA. The results from these trials in 2025 will kickstart an era where our own DNA becomes programmable. Number 4. AI that thinks for itself. You've probably used ChatGPT. You tell it what to do, and it does it. This AI is not a chatbot. You give it a Go AL, and it will figure out the entire plan, and then do IT. In a supply chain, an agentic AI won't just warn you about a delay. Companies are racing to build platforms for it. Google has its agent console, and GitHub is building a coding agent that can autonomously complete huge programming tasks for developers. It will autonomously reroute shipments around a storm, adjust inventory, and notify everyone involved before a human even wakes up to the problem. Imagine an AI health assistant that monitors your vitals, analyzes your health records, flags problems for your doctor, and schedules your appointments automatically. This isn't science fiction. It's the next phase of AI. The market for this is expected to explode from $28 billion to over $127 billion in just 5 years. We're going from asking AI for answers to giving it problems and letting it find the solutions. In cybersecurity, AI agents now work as a team to detect a threat, analyze it, and deploy a fix in seconds. By itself, it reasons, it plans, and it acts without you holding its hand. That's old news. In 2025, AI is getting a brain of its own. This is called agentic. This is where AI goes from being a tool to an autonomous teammate. The biggest companies in the world are calling this the #1 tech trend for 2025. This is all possible because AI models like GPT-4 are now powerful enough to reason, and it's become much cheaper to use them. But the biggest impact might be in your personal life. Number 5. We're hunting for a fifth force of nature. Everything you learned in science class is based on 4 fundamental forces of nature. But what if there was a fifth one? A hidden force we never knew existed. For decades, in one incredible experiment, scientists are trapping single atoms and measuring them with insane precision. If the atom wobbles in a way the standard model of physics says is impossible, that could be the first hard evidence of this new force. So far, they haven't found it, but their experiments have massively narrowed down the search. Physicists have been hunting for it, and they think 2025 is the year we might finally get a clue. Finding this could solve the biggest mystery in all of science. What is dark matter? The invisible stuff that makes up most of our universe. It would completely rewrite our understanding of reality. So how do you find an invisible force? A different study is tracking the exact flight path of near-Earth asteroids. Like Bennu, the idea is that if a fifth force exists, it could be giving these asteroids a tiny, invisible nudge, making their orbits change in a way that can't be explained by the other 4 forces. Discovering a fifth force of nature would be a Nobel Prize-winning achievement that would change the world forever. It would mean our understanding of the universe has been wrong this whole time. And in 2025, we are closer than we have ever been to finding it. Other scientists are looking at the stars. So, we're about to have an eye that invents life-saving drugs. We're 3D printing human organs. And we might even discover a new force of nature. This isn't a movie script. This is our new reality, and it is absolutely insane. The breakthroughs we've talked about today are just the beginning. Out of these 5 predictions, which one do you think will have the biggest impact? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to keep up with our insane future, you know what to do. Subscribe. Thanks for watching.